I
Gotta
have
deal with it.
stomach probies.
But yeah, it's fine.
Here, I'll help you out. Does this make your stomach feel
Get your fucking nasty grippers out of here.
grippers?
Fucking disrespecting me with her toes all the time. Please excuse my roots. Holy fuck.
That's what happens when your hairdresser has twins.
Literally, you want to know the last time I got my hair done? She was like, you can go to any of the other girls in there. I was like, nah, that's okay. I can tell you. I'll tell you. You can tell it's been a while.
I haven't gotten my hair cut. I had my mom trim my hair with house scissors the other day because I just was like, it needs something.
My past appointment, April 14th, was the last time I got my hair done.
Holy, yeah, it's been a while.
Because I had one for June 7th, and she went on maternity leave, and then she had the twins. She said she's apparently trying to come back before the holidays, so I'm hoping by holidays she means like Labor Day. I don't fucking know. That's September, but as soon as she's back, I'm going to be like, I need your first appointment. Because my roots are awful.
I need help. Please.
Yeah, and I don't trust anybody with my hair. So
yeah.
I'm just going to rock it with the really bad roots.
I totally get that.
Get a fucking close up for the camera. There you go.
Dang, girl, get your hair
That's
done.
Bad. I know, I know. But the only other option I have is to like box dye it, and I think she would actually murder me in my sleep.
She would literally come to your house and just end your life.
Yes, she would. She would fucking rip me to shreds. Oh, excuse me.
And then she'd be like, I'd be at my appointment, and she'd be like, "Why did you let Morgan box dye her hair?" And I'd be like,
because the roots were also a crime.
Yeah.
It's bad. Anyway, now that we pointed out, just in case anybody has any questions, if they're like, oh, Morgan's roots looks bad. Thank you, I know. Anyway.
I think you're beautiful.
Thanks.
Anyway, welcome back to Boosted and Reviewed. Morgan's gonna shit her pants in 5 seconds.
No, it's fine. It's not that kind of pain. My stomach just is like... And I don't have a heating pad either, so I'm just fucking rocking through the pain.
Dang. Yeah, that usually
I'm just
helps.
living. Yep.
We have a special episode today. Wee.
Sure.
Special. What? Okay. We're doing something special because it took me about 20 years to do it. And I blame myself.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, it took me a long time to, not to like read it, but like to get through it.
Oh, you're talking about, never mind. I thought you were talking about the making of the thing. I was like, it really took you that long?
No. I meant like the reading. Took me a long time.
Yeah, ma'am who fucking reads 17 books a month. It took her a long time to read.
But like books. The thing is, I wanted to have like a good amount of time in between each one of these books so that I don't like to read them all in a row.
I know.
You know what I mean?
No, I'm just gonna roll my eyes because I call bullshit.
What do you mean?
I call bullshit.
Okay. Anyway, what we're doing today is we are going to rank Riley Sager's books because I finally finished the last one.
What, yesterday or today?
Yesterday night.
Or the day before?
I finished it last night.
Mm-hmm.
And since Riley Sager is one of both of our favorite authors, might as well just rank his books. And we can celebrate by talking about his latest release, which we both read.
And we met him.
We can talk a little bit about our experience with the author event. So,
well, I didn't really have an interaction with him, so I just stood there.
It's the Riley Sager episode. Yeehaw!
What?
Ah! I'm gonna get attacked. There's a ghost in the house. Okay. So this is the tier list. As you can see, we have.
I can't see anything.
Okay, Morgan can't see, but you guys can. So
not the Spotify listeners.
Oh shit. Okay, so this is why I'm explaining it. So I already shared it. She can see it. I shared the.
Yeah, I'm just being an asshole.
So
per usual.
There's 7 tiers, starting with S, which is the best, all the way down to F, which is the worst.
I have a
Now,
question.
go ahead, Morgan.
We can't double dip in the same tier, right? Based on this, is that what the rules are?
So we can put them into a tier for a bit, and then we can come back to the double tiered and decide the final fate.
So the end result is going to have a book in every. Yeah, you're welcome for that. You're welcome. I just happened to click it right when you did that, so you're welcome.
That's fine.
So at the end, every single tier is gonna have a book in it. Oh Jesus.
Yes, unless we can't decide and we can put two and one, but I feel like it'll just be chaos.
Let's just go against the rules, or go with the rules. I mean, okay. And we have to agree on this ranking.
Yeah, we can't just be like, I'm right, it's here.
Well, I might pull that argument.
Oh, Morgan and I might not be friends after this episode.
I already know we're gonna fight over one. Okay. Two. Definitely two.
Definitely two. I can be swayed on one. I mean, definitely one. I can be swayed on the other. If I think we're thinking the same thing. So I put them in, for the Spotify listeners, I put them in release order. So his first book is Final Girls. Then The Last Time I Lied. Lock Every Door. You can fact check me on that, but on the list on his website, it went Final Girls, Last Time I Lied, Lock Every Door, Home Before Dark, Survive the Night, The House Across the Lake, and The Only One Left, which was his most recent one. So I figured
what Goodreads has it. So Goodreads says you're right.
So we'll start with Final Girls and then go down the list, and I'll tell you which. We'll speak and let you know which one we're talking about. So the battle will begin. Oh, Morgan has a question.
We're missing a clear part of Boozed and Reviewed.
Oh my God. All right.
But do you have them?
Before we get into it, we gotta
crack
take some bottles. Some alcohol. Morgan happened to be the pick this month.
Uh-huh.
And do you want to share with the crowd?
Sure. So actually, let me back up. Last weekend, Danielle and Lauren came over for a buddy read day. So we literally just hung out on the couch, had snacks, had food, and we just read all day. Complete silence. It was great.
Yes.
So I went to the store, got some snacks, and I found these there, and I planned on being like, oh, if we want some alcohol, we can drink this. But then we ended up not drinking it at all, or even tasting it, nothing. So we were like, you know what? Let's do it for the pod. I already have it. No point in, I'm not going to drink the entire pack myself. So I came across, it's a variety pack. So it's Arizona tea spiked. So that's, what's this one? Green tea. The green tea, that shit.
The famous
with alcohol. The iced tea with lemon, hard. I want to say hard cider, but it's not. And then I'm really excited for this one, the peach.
Oh, I'm excited about the green tea because I love that green tea so much. It's like my favorite.
Oh, I don't like the green tea. So if I end up not liking them, you can have them.
Oh.
So do you want to start with the iced tea with lemon since we're both not excited for it?
Yeah. Which one's going to taste like feet? Yay.
This one is, well, they're all 5% alcohol and they're in like energy drink cans. They're like slim cans. So let's give her a crack. That smells awful.
Oh, I didn't think so. It smells like lemon. You definitely get an alcohol smell, though.
That smells god awful.
Dink it and sink it, baby. That's right.
No.
It's not that bad. I'm going to take another sip.
Mine aren't cold, so that's probably...
Mine are cold.
No.
Yeah, it's weird. Lemon's weird.
Yeah, it's weird.
Okay.
I don't like it.
I would drink it still. Which one do you want to do next?
See, if it was cold, it might be different. I literally thought to myself, I should put those in the fridge before we record, and then I didn't.
Well, now you know they're a little better The lemon, at least, is a little better warm. I mean, cold.
Which one do you want to do? You pick.
Let's do green tea next, just because I know you'll like the peach the best.
I don't know, based on that start.
Bow!
That smells awful, too.
Yeah, this one smells like a butt cheek.
That literally smells like a freshly brewed fart. Oh.
Okay.
All right.
Here we go. Bottoms up.
It's weird.
They are weird.
What did they spike it with? Fucking feet?
Actually, after the second one, it's not that bad. I actually don't mind this one.
Oh, great. You can have them. I want to know what the alcohol in it is because it sucks, to be honest with you. It feels
tastes
like
like
they
vodka.
picked the wrong alcohol to put in it, I should say. I can't even fucking.
Actually, this one kind of tastes a little bit like rum.
Really?
I don't know. It's like vodka-y, then it's like... Yeah, it's okay.
No. I hope my microphone caught all of that.
Okay, and the last one.
This one smells good.
This one smells like there's promise.
Okay, Josh.
Look at Josh. Josh came in.
Right here.
All right, here we go.
This one's not bad.
This one's way better. This one's the best.
Yeah, this one's the best.
Hey, you want to come in here and try these suckers? Sucker.
Sure. Josh is trying the peach one. You gotta wait for Mike.
Josh has things to do. He's like, I'm playing my game.
Gotta wait for Mike.
Which one am I trying?
Josh has the peach in his hand, so.
Peach tea.
Really weird that Mike shaved his beard.
I know, doesn't he look like something else?
Oh, fuck.
Something else.
You guys
Damn.
you started backwards. All right, which one you got now? Lemon?
He has the lemon one. Nope.
All right,
oh, Josh did not like
this
that.
This is the worst one, I'm sure.
What?
No, I think the lemon is the worst.
It's not that bad, actually.
Yeah, I don't mind the
I
green
don't,
tea one.
I don't like them though.
The peach one's the best one.
I don't like them though.
I
don't mind
so
it, but I
that
don't like
boys
it.
gave it a down. Big old thumbs down.
The cold would probably be fine.
Yeah, the
but
peach
it's the
ones are good.
Weird aftertaste.
Yeah, when you said they it's tasted like they used the wrong pairing of like liquor.
Alcohol. Yes.
Yeah, I definitely get that, especially with the lemon and the green tea. The green tea one's not bad. I can drink that one, but the lemon, I don't know if I could get through a whole one of that.
Hold on.
You know what would be okay if you mixed it with more lemonade? Like if you put some lemonade in it, it might be okay. Excuse me.
Bless you. I'm trying to see.
So
I'm sorry. I'm trying to see what alcohol is in it.
So I think collectively between me and Morgan, I think the best one out of the Arizona ones we just tried was definitely the peach.
Price and reviews. So I actually got this in a 12-pack, I think, and I got it in a 12-pack, and it was probably like it wasn't outrageously priced. It was probably like $16 or $17.
Like a normal,
like it was normal. Yeah.
For this economy,
Yeah, I just want to. Oh, right here, it was $17 basically.
Okay, I mean that's normal. Like I feel like when I go and buy the cider pack that I've been getting, it's about 17. So, is this worth buying? No, I wouldn't buy it. I would give it a big old pass.
I'm disappointed, honestly.
Same. I was really excited to try these, and I think that if they did only peach, it might be worth the buy, but I mean, I still think that you should get something else.
They had like tall boys of individuals.
Oh, so
but I wanted to do the variety pack because I always get scared that like when we try it, we're trying the wrong flavor. Exactly this. I probably would have bought the iced tea with lemon if I bought like a 4-pack.
Yeah. So, I mean, if you want to try them, definitely try the peach and get the tall boys. Don't even get the variety pack.
Drink them cold also, unlike me.
Put them in the fridge.
Idiot. Idiot.
Oh God. Yeah. So I mean, on to the next one. As Jay-Z would say.
Anywho, so you want to get the hell into this
Yeah,
argument that we're about to have?
this is the alcohol before this definitely was needed because we're about to brawl.
Yeah, we're about to
Brawl.
fist fight through
Absolute
Discord.
fist fight.
You
I
remember the
might
days that
drive my ass to your house and
I was
fucking
gonna
punch
say,
you.
remember the days that we would record in person? I feel like this would have caused like an all-out.
Oh my God, I
fucking
think I
fist
might have
fight.
left.
This is gonna be interesting.
It'll be fun. I'm very excited. So here we
Okay.
go. I'm sweaty also.
Thank you for sharing.
You're welcome. All
I
right.
appreciate that you have swamp ass.
First one up. Testing
All right.
our friendship
Okay.
today.
So, Final Girls is the first one. And this, I'm not going to read the whole, oh my God, that's long. But basically, I read this a while ago, I just need a recap.
This was my first Riley Sager, so.
So, this was, I feel like it was your typical, like, Final Girls
Yeah.
plot.
Mhm.
And then, sorry, I'm skimming.
It's okay. The thing that I remember is that there was a brutal murder and all her friends obviously get murdered at a cabin and she was the last one left.
Yes.
And then they flash back to her adulthood and she's living through her final girl life. And then there's another final girl that comes into her life.
Yes.
Yeah, but she ends up dead? The second final girl.
Yes. So this basically is Lisa, who lost 9 sorority sisters to a college dropout's knife. Sam, who went up against... Oh, these are all the people. So they're all different final girls. Lisa, who lost 9 sorority sisters. Sam, who went up against the Sack Man. It's a horrible name. During her shift.
Sack Man.
Now Quincy, who ran bleeding through the woods to escape Pine Cottage, and the man she refers to only as him. The 3 girls are attempting to put their nightmares behind them. So they like connected, and I think they're like they've never met because this says despite the media's attempts, they never meet.
Yeah, okay. I remember that.
Now Quincy is doing well, maybe even great. She has a caring fiance, blah blah blah. And then Coop, the officer that saved her life, is very prevalent in her journey. Yeah. And then this says, that is until Lisa, the first final girl, is found dead in her bathtub, wrist slit, and Sam, the second, appears on Quincy's doorstep, blowing through Quincy's life like a whirlwind. Sam seems intent on making Quincy relive the past. And when new details about Lisa's death come to light, Quincy's life becomes a race against time as she tries to unravel from her lies. So yes, kind of what you said.
So it's a dual POV, and you get the night of the cottage where our main girl experiences what she experiences, and then you get her current living situation, her current POV. So like present day. I really don't remember much except for also. When we go through these books, we're going to do spoilers. So if you have not read all these books, get the frig out now because we're ruining them all.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, that's true. All spoilers.
All spoilers all day long. So if you're here and you're listening and you haven't read Final Girls, might as well leave now. So come back when you read them all. So
yes.
Yeah. The only thing I remember, and I was shook when I read this, is that Coop, the cop that was helping them the whole time, was the killer.
Yes. I think that because I said I'm looking at my review, and I read this in January of 2021. So when I first started getting back into reading, I think I had just started my Bookstagram, and I wasn't really writing in-depth reviews. So past me, I'm pissed at you because I don't even know about any of this.
Same, because I didn't even write a review. I just rated it and moved on. This was before I started Book Instagram. It's like I read this right when I first moved to Albany. So.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah. So it's been a while.
So I rated, based on this, I rated it 4 stars, but I'm wondering if I rated it like 3.5.
Mm.
I'll look at my Instagram. But I specifically wrote in the review, I didn't really care for the last plot twist at the end. It just seemed really over the top, in my opinion, but it still was a surprise for me. And I feel like this was maybe also one of the first Riley Sagers that I read. So I was still getting used to the fact that Riley Sager is very much a person, an author that throws in twist after twist after twist at the
Yeah.
end. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. But that's what the best thing about Riley Sager is. He pulls those twists and then you're like, oh shit. And that's what makes him one
Yeah.
of my favorite authors. Is why I love his books. I'm always entertained. And like I also want to note that like even though we're gonna put a book in F, I
Oh,
still
damn.
I still think that they're always entertaining and they're really like always a 3.545 for me. So
Same.
they're
I
never
think,
going to be under a 2 unless he literally shits in it. So
well, yeah, I think my lowest rating for a Riley Sager book was a 3.
also same.
I'm
So-
trying to look for my review. Oh, here it is. I gave it a 4.
So I also gave it a 4, but this was my first Riley Sager. So I mean, hear me out. I think that we should
Hearing
put
you out.
it in C and then move it around.
I got to tell you something.
Okay.
I was going to suggest putting it in C.
Okay, perfect. This is like we're
Yeah.
going great.
We're
We
going
can
good
move
so
it.
far.
We can move it. Just to
Yeah.
start in the middle and then we can move it. So,
Okay.
all right. C.
The next one.
So Final Girls is in C right now, guys. This is for our Spotify listeners.
Yes, Final Girls is in C. The next one is The Last Time I Lied.
So I recently read this last month, 2 months ago at the
Yeah,
beginning
you
of
read it
summer.
recently.
Yeah. I give this one a 5.
Let me look. I gave this one a 4. Trying to look for my review on here. I really liked this one though.
Me too. I really, really love this one.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to find when the frig I read it. I read this one. This might have been my first Riley Sager because I read this one in 2020. So that was before my book Instagram. So
Oh, okay.
I don't have a review on here for it. Let me see. You're supposed to spend. This was the summer camp one.
Yeah.
Where
Oh.
you can explain it.
Nope, go ahead. You're better at explaining things anyway.
Okay. Well, jump in at any time.
Okay.
So Emma is our main character, and she went to the summer camp, and like the girl went missing at the summer camp. Like one of her friends went missing at the summer camp, and she was accused of doing it, or she like had definite like bad PTSD or something from it. So she was asked years later to come back as a camp counselor, and she did it. And then some of her students, kids that she was in charge of, go missing, and then that's kind of what we're dealing with.
Yeah. So I think it's a group of there's 4 girls, and these girls were older than her, and they kind of took her under her wing because she got to camp late. And like it kind of takes off from there. Classic Riley Sager. He does past and present POV. There's twists. And I mean, I think this one I gave a 5 because of the final twist. Like the last twist at the end, I was like, holy shizzle.
Can you remind me I remember the twist at the end that the lady that went missing is actually alive.
Right, yeah. The like big girl. So, I mean,
Yes.
her name's Vivian.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, so Vivian, so there's like 3 twists. So
Yeah,
the
remind me.
current plot, the like current POV is the camp counselor sons were a big part of the past mystery, and she accused the older son of being a part of her friends going missing, but there was never enough evidence. So
Yes,
she comes
okay.
back during current time, and the brothers are there, and the mom and the camp. She's like the head of the camp, and they're all there. And so she ends up like kind of following their tracks, and the younger brother is the one who took the girls from her camp. That's the first twist.
The kids that she's
Yeah,
responsible
the kids
for.
that she's
Okay.
responsible. He kind of takes them and hides, like shuts them away in like a cave.
I don't remember that. I know you're probably right because you literally just read it, so I'm not questioning you. But I don't remember that, and I remember like that they were in a pond.
Yeah, so there was a pond, they had to cross the pond because there was clues from Vivian, and that's what led
Mm-hmm.
her to the girls that were trapped. And I think that he also
Yes.
was part of that, like not part of that, but he was like that's how she found the girls, but it wasn't because of Vivian. He kind of was part of it too. But
Yeah.
then the next twist was Vivian was the one that killed the two other girls because they killed her sister and
Oh,
didn't
I
do
don't fucking
anything.
remember
Yeah.
that. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Yeah, there's a lot of twists in it, but it was really good. Vivian's sister ended up drowning, and the two girls that she's friends with at camp didn't help her sister when she was drowning. And so Vivian decided to drown them. Yeah.
I don't remember that. Damn.
Yeah, big twists. And then at the end, Vivian's alive, and she kind
Yes.
of tells Emma
Yeah.
what's going on, and kind of is like, "I'm alive. I'm here. I'm
Bitch.
living my best life." So
Okay. I think I would suggest this one to go into B.
B, okay.
What were
I
you gonna I'm
The-
thinking of all the other ones that we have to come.
true. Okay,
We
B's
can move them.
Yeah.
I think B just because I know that they're better. I'm thinking of 2 specifically that I loved much more than this one.
Okay,
But
okay.
I really enjoyed this one.
Okay, I'll say B. B is fine.
But what were you gonna suggest?
I was gonna say either A or B.
Okay.
But I think B is good because we're gonna end up moving them around and discuss them.
We are. We are.
Okay, B is
Okay.
fine. B is fine.
The
So
next one.
last time I lied, B. For now.
Yeah.
For now.
The next one is exactly what I was talking about.
Okay, but I think I can be swayed on this one. I just finished this, and I'll tell you why.
Oh fuck, it's lock every door. I'm sorry. I'm up to speed. Okay,
Oh,
go ahead.
okay. I just finished this literally last night. And Morgan has this is an unpopular opinion, but I freaking love this book.
This was my least favorite Riley Sager book. So here's where the fist fighting begins.
I can tell you what I loved about it, and you're gonna be like, okay, that makes sense. So it reminded me, Morgan, hands raised. Go ahead.
That's just gonna be my easiest way of not interrupting you. So
Okay.
that's I read this book in 2021. So this is gonna be
okay.
another one that I don't remember very much. So I wonder if now if I read it back, I would feel any different. Continue.
And that's what I was thinking about Final Girls. Like, I'm like, I wonder if I would rate
Mhm.
this much lower now that I've read all of his, if I reread it, or if I would rate it higher. I don't know. Probably not. So, unpopular opinion. I love this. I know a lot of people did not like it, but I can tell you why I loved it. It's culty. It's very real scary. It's in an apartment in New York City. The setting's creepy. The apartment's like got the creepy vibes. It's got like I don't know, it's got like the Satanism and that shit is so creepy and kind of like it makes me scared. So like I think that's why I love this one so much. I'm like, holy shit. This is a group of Satan people killing people. And then it ends up being something different, but I liked it a lot. I thought that like I loved the main character. Okay, go ahead.
Can you remind me what the plot twist was at the end?
Yeah, well, there's a few. So, okay. Basically, this girl, her name is why can I never remember?
Jules.
Yes, Jules. Thank you. Jules is an orphan basically. Her family ends up dying in a fire set off by her parents, her dad, because her mom had cancer and he wanted to just end their lives together, I guess. And
I don't remember any.
and her sister Jane ends up disappearing.
Ingrid, but
Nope, Ingrid is the girl in the apartment with her.
I'll shut up. I'm sorry. I
It's
really thought
okay.
you just totally fucked up her name.
So that's her backstory, and we kind of get that. But so she's orphaned, she doesn't have a lot of money, so she sees this ad in the paper where all you have to do is live in this apartment and you get paid what is it, $5,000 or something like that. I don't know. It's like a
lot of
crazy
money.
sum
Yeah.
to live in this apartment for 3 months while they wait for another person to come in and like live in that apartment. Because you can't leave. There's a bunch of rules. You can't have people over. You can't leave. You have to spend every night in the apartment. You can't talk to the neighbors. You can't bother the neighbors, and you can't discuss what's going on in that apartment with other people. So there's like crazy rules, and then so stuff goes on, and like it's weird. Like there's an author of the book that she loves lives there, and she ends up talking to her. And there's a girl named Ingrid who's another apartment sitter who she meets, and she goes into a park and is like, hey, so weird shit's happening. And then the next day she goes missing, and Jules is like, what the fuck? So then she ends up going, and like all this shit happens, and she comes to find out that they're the people living in the apartment believe in Satan and are Satan rulers. But that's not really what happens.
Okay.
So, something I missed. This is what I hate about Riley Sager books, because I could go on about them forever because so much shit happens.
Okay.
Her neighbor Nick is a handsome doctor, and she ends up hooking up with him and liking him. But he's the one that's been taking the people and like killing them because they're harvesting people who don't have families and don't know anybody and are homeless, and taking their organs and putting them into rich, famous people who have more prominent lives than them, and having them disappear. And so these rich people can continue to live a better life just because these people are homeless and stuff. So, and Nick is a big part of that. So that's pretty much it.
I vaguely remember that. I think why this was my least favorite, and by least favorite, I gave it a 3. I'm pretty sure, like 3 or 3.5. Oh no, it's a 3. Oh, offering someone to stay in the building for 3 months for payment of $12,000.
Yeah, so it's like a crazy
a lot
sum.
of money.
Crazy sum.
I think I just didn't know what was going on. I think I was genuinely confused, and at the end, I literally closed the book and was probably like, "What the fuck?"
Oh, I loved it. It reminded me of The Last Housemaid. You know that book by Ashley Winstead we did not like? It's at the
What are you saying we? You liked it.
Oh, sorry.
I didn't.
I liked it. Like the cultiness and the whole like weird shit that's happening. I love that. That's my favorite thing in a thriller because it freaks me out. But that's why I loved it so much. It's got that like weirdness, and like, how do you not know that this could be happening in real life? Like there could be a shady apartment couple. That's why it's kind of crazy, because it's like real life scary. I mean, all of these are kind of real life scary, but like crazy.
I think, and I mean no disrespect to Riley Sager because we love him very much.
Oh yeah.
I feel like I probably would have liked this book more if John Mars took this theory and wrote a book on it.
Yeah, like made it like sci-fi.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I think I'm trying to, of course, I read this back in beginning of 2021. I just copied and pasted my review for my book review on Instagram, so I don't even have any more context besides because it literally, like, I just was summarizing what the book was about and being like, "Ooh, you should read it to find out if you can figure out this mystery." Like I put enough in it. But anyway, I think I was just confused. I think that's genuinely why I rated it a 3.
Yeah. So with that, how do you feel? Okay, I'm just gonna put it out there, and you can say no.
You can tell me.
How do you feel about moving Final Girls to D and Lock Every Door into C?
Final Girls is in C, right?
Yeah. So move it down to D and then put Lock Every Door into C. Or we can do Lock Every Door in D. Because here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking of the masses. Like, okay.
The masses.
Like, okay, yes. Thinking about all the other books that we have.
Mm-hmm.
And like what's going on in these books. and how other people have perceived them. I really liked it. It's definitely better than some of the others, in my opinion. I'm down with C or D.
Okay, well, I know that you liked this, so let's put it in C and move Final Girls to D, but I'm not happy about it.
Well, we're going to discuss again and change it up, so it's fine.
Okay.
I'm not happy about it.
I'm not happy about it, but I'm willing to compromise.
Well, okay, actually, let's put it into D and put Final Girls in C and to keep it there.
But you gave this a 5.
All right, fine. All right, let's continue because we've got 4 more books and we're gonna reshuffle anyway. So
this next one is what I thought we were about to do.
Oh,
when I pulled it up.
Okay,
and you were like, "I just read this one last night." And I was like, "No, fuck you."
She's like, "Bitch, you did not." The next one's Home Before Dark. I love this one too.
This one is the one about the haunted house.
Yeah.
And it had a book within a book, which was so cool.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
I gave this one a 4.5.
I think I gave this one a 5.
I think I was being really harsh on my ratings, but also like it genuinely spooked me. I think the reason why I gave it a 4.5 out of 5 was because like wasn't the spookiness like not real?
Yeah, there's a person.
Something
There's
about that?
There's people coming in from like a trapdoor on the bottom of the house. Yeah.
So I think that's why I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I kind of was like,
remember the like lady at the top of the stairs at the end, and she was like baking a pie or something. Do you know
I
what
don't
I'm talking
remember
about?
baking a pie, but I do remember the lady at the top of the stairs.
I feel like she, like for some reason, my brain is telling me that like she just got pied in the face. That didn't happen?
I don't remember. I don't even have that book in front of me.
Okay.
But I do remember the snakes. The snakes from the
Yes,
ceiling falling in
the
the coffee
snakes.
cups and stuff. Yeah. Yeah. I do remember
do we
that.
What do we have at B?
The Last Time I Lied.
Oh,
I mean, here's my thought.
tell me your thought.
We move The Last Time I Lied up to A and then put Home Before Dark in B.
I feel like I liked Home Before Dark better than Last Time I
You
Lied.
did?
Yeah, I
Okay.
think so.
All right, we can put it in A.
I think we're gonna have to put it in A, but I don't know if it's gonna stay there. This is where it's gonna get hard.
All right, let's put it in B next to The Last Time I Lied.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay. We're going to move them. Okay. So right now, this is what the rankings look like for Spotify listeners. So in B, we have The Last Time I Lied and Home Before Dark. Then in C, we have Lock Every Door. And D, we have Final Girls. Now,
we have commitment issues because we haven't put anything in S, A, E, or F.
Yeah, no. It's fine. The next one. Survive the Night. This one is also one that like is like you either love it or you hate it, I feel like.
Mhm.
And
you and I loved this
We
book.
love this book so much.
And I feel like it holds a special place in my heart because that was the first podcast episode we ever did.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know. In my personal rankings, I put this at number 2.
Okay. I'm okay with that. I don't know if it's gonna stay there. I really don't.
Yeah.
We can let's put it in A because I feel like loading up B is just gonna get annoying.
Okay, but so basically in Survive the Night.
Oh yeah, I forgot to explain.
It's set in the 90s, and this girl, her best friend gets murdered at a bar, right? And that's part of her backstory. And when she ends up needing a ride share to go home because her mom has cancer or is sick and needs to go home, right?
Yes.
And she ends up picking up like a note from like a rideshare board. Also, again, this is the 90s, so there wasn't cell phones. This wasn't like So she gets this guy's number and she ends up meeting with him, and they go on this trip because he's going the same way. And shit starts happening.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't even know where to go from there because so much shit happens. Like, they go to a diner and like I don't even know. There's stuff that happens in like she gets flashbacks from her best friend attacking her, and like
She gets the flashbacks. I mean, I remember this because we read it in 2021, but all I can fucking remember is the thing of teeth.
the teeth,
The teeth.
the teeth in the glove box.
But the killer ended up being her boyfriend, right?
Her boyfriend, because he killed
Her
her.
boyfriend was
Killed her. Her boyfriend killed her best friend.
her friend.
Yeah.
And then the guy that she was driving with was not in on it, but the lady at the diner was. The like waitress was in on it.
Yeah, the waitress was in on it. But the waitress was her mom or her grandma or something like that. Her best friend's grandma.
Yes.
Yep. And then remember at the end, it wasn't even real. It was a movie. Cause she wrote a movie, right? Cause like,
did she write the movie based on the situation though? Like,
yeah, but I think that wasn't there something about how she embellished some things.
So what we were reading was the movie, like her sitting down and watching the movie.
Yeah, she's watching the movie because she gets up from the movie theater and stuff.
I remember being confused because I don't have the book in front of me either, but
I don't either. I don't even have it. It's in my storage unit.
Where is it?
Yeah, because I remember reading the ending and I'm like, oh damn, it was a movie.
Sorry,
no,
I
you're
must
okay.
have moved it.
That's okay.
You know what? It's out in my other one with all of my Riley Sager books together.
Yeah, together.
Because I think I brought Survive the Night for him to sign.
Yes,
he signed one of the books I already owned.
Yeah,
but because it ended up being like a fade to black.
Yeah.
The end, and we're reading it and we're like, but there's 20 pages left. What? So we turn it over and it was like she got up from her seat in the movie theater and everybody was like, what?
Yeah.
And sorry.
No, go ahead. Oh, I don't even know what I was gonna say.
I remember specifically you and I went to the drive-ins and we were reading this book and we had our windows down because the boys came with us. So we're reading in our cars. And then I was like a couple pages ahead of you and I would just be like, oh my God. And then you'd be like 10 minutes later, oh my God. Like it was just like this book just brings me so much like nostalgia.
Yeah. Just from us reading it for the podcast and then that day that we went to the movie theaters and we were like both super excited to read this book. Wasn't that the part where she saw his license and it was something different?
His name was different?
Yeah, like his name was different. Something was different.
He said he was going home to take care of his somebody too.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I can't remember what that was, but
I don't remember what it was
this
either.
book was good. Oh, it was so good. Oh.
I feel like we have to put it in A.
Yeah, A. I'm okay with A. I'm okay with A because I loved it, and it gives us and obviously we have reasons why we have it there, but I mean,
yeah, that's fine.
I have a feeling people are gonna come at us, but that book is good. Hop off us.
We have 2 more.
Try to convince us. Okay, this is where we're gonna fist fight. All right, our next one is The House Across the Lake. I have big problems with this book.
You tell me your problems with it and where you think it should go, and then I'll go.
Well, I think it should go in either E or F.
Okay.
Because the paranormal shit is not for me. I do not like it. I will not like it. And I also
you rated House Across the Lake high, you dipshit.
I know I did, but if I could change it, I would be like a 3 for me.
Change what? I'm sorry, House Across the Lake or
my rating?
Home Before Dark.
Oh, Home Before Dark wasn't as paranormal. Like there actually was paranormal in The House Across the Lake. Like there literally was a ghost talking inside of a person's body.
I have a book rec for you.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay, what is it?
You should read Layla by Colleen Hoover.
Oh my God.
You would hate it.
I would probably, first off, It's by Colleen Hoover.
I know, but I want you to read it simply for the shit post that it would be.
I know. I'd probably
I
like.
want to hear you go off about it.
Ugh.
I have it. You
maybe
can borrow
I'll.
it.
Oh, maybe I'll borrow it and read it in October. It's perfect for October.
Oh, watch you fucking love it. I swear to God.
No, there's no shot I'll love it. The paranormal shit really just makes me like. I think it's in like. Maybe I will love it because it's romance, but be falling in love with a ghost. I don't fucking know, brother.
He has sex with the ghost.
Wait, the POV. Did you hear that?
What?
Mike heard you say that and he went, ew. I have a book called The Dead Romantics by I don't know who that's by, but that's also paranormal, but I think it's a little like when it's in my thrillers, I don't like it. But I think this one was better than the soulmate because that was like an actual POV of a ghost, whereas like Riley Sager, he had the ghost go into somebody's body and like kind of like haunt them in their body, and then they ended up being the mystery kind of goes on there. I will say the setting's cool. I loved the lake. I loved the creepy house. I loved the seeing the rear window view, like rear window kind of thing that he had going on. I did like that. So I was entertained the whole way through. Like I loved reading it. I always love reading Riley Sager's books, but the paranormal thing.
Okay, hear me out.
Okay.
I understand where you and everybody else is coming from. I think why I didn't hate it as much as you guys did was because with all of the plot holes that were possible with that aspect, he filled every like queen of finding plot holes here.
He did.
I was fully expecting to be like, okay, this is not going to go well, but I was like, okay, what about this? Like, how do we know this? And then he would answer it. Oh, what about this? You know, like he filled all the plot holes that were possible for such an outlandish plot twist.
Okay. That makes sense though. Here's another thing. Didn't you read didn't he put an extended ending?
The chapter,
and that's the point of view from
the girl who got possessed.
Yeah.
And it didn't give us any other answers. Like I didn't I read it. I literally was holding it and reading it in Barnes & Noble. Same thing with the freaking Colleen Hoover.
You can read it online if you go to his website.
Yes.
So,
but it had the POV of when she was at what is her name? I want to say it's Victoria, but I don't know if it's Victoria.
I don't know. Whatever. The actress lady.
Yes. Catherine.
Victoria.
So, Catherine is at the computer. Remember when she was at the computer and then her husband came up behind her and was like, "What are you searching?" And then she closed it.
Oh, yeah.
So she...
Oh, because she was possessed by the man. By her husband, her dead husband.
Yeah. She was possessed, but she was feeling funny. So she, like, didn't know what was going on. She, like...
Yeah.
She thought she was pregnant.
Yeah.
And then from her POV, from that chapter, we see what she's looking up. And she was looking up, like... I can't remember exactly, but it was
she was looking up like the girl who got the missing girls, right? Weren't there missing girls in the lake that their bodies got? He hid the bodies in the lake.
I thought she was looking up like possession. Like I thought she was looking up about that.
Maybe.
You could be right. I again read the chapter in Barnes & Noble a while ago.
Because the main character ends up finding like information about her husband.
Yes.
And the bodies in the lake and like how
he was the killer.
Yeah, and he through the girl's body was giving her information about where he left the bodies.
And she was working with
the
guy that the main character was like sort of sleeping with.
Holy
shit,
neighbor. You're right, the neighbor.
So we also see her POV of getting a phone call from the neighbor.
Yeah.
And I think they were working together.
Yeah.
So that I did enjoy that.
It is very entertaining, but when I got to your husband's in my body, I wanted to fucking throw that shit out the window and let it get run over by traffic.
So I specifically remember getting the ARC That's another
Yes. Okay.
nostalgia
This
point for
is, yep,
me.
I remember this.
I got the ARC emailed to me. Like, I got denied on NetGalley, and then the publisher, whatever, reached out and was like, "Here you go, happy reading," and emailed it to me afterwards. And I was like, finished it
She
in 2
like
days.
sprinted home.
I literally was out on a walk. Yeah, I've said this story before, but I was out on a walk and I just looked down and I was like, I don't know who this Emily person is. And it said house across the lake, happy reading. And I was like 2, 3 blocks down and I was like, I'm going home. I'm going home.
Yeah, and you read it like that whole day, right? And you finished it. I'm pretty sure
Finished
you
it the
finished in a
next day.
sitting. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was 2 days, but yeah, pretty fast.
Yeah.
And I remember I was messaging Jamie on
Yeah, I remember this too.
about it because she also got the ARC and she did not like it. She was one of the people that was like, "Oh, just fucking wait." And then when I was literally laying down. I'm just gonna reenact this for you. I was laying down on my couch reading because I had it on like my, and it was like, "It's me, Len," and I sat up and I started cackling. I was like, "What the fuck?" I put my stuff down and I immediately messaged Jamie. I wonder if I can messages, but I was blowing up her shit.
Oh man. You are right though with the plot holes, and he filled them pretty well because I was not really questioning anything after the book.
Mhm.
You do make a
So
good point there.
I
I'm okay with putting it at D or E.
what's in D right now?
Final Girls.
What's in C?
Lock Every Door. We can I'm okay with moving that one too. We can put it in C and have a discussion.
Just put it in C for now.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm trying to find the messages with Jamie.
God. Ugh. They're also, and you know what? They're also different. They're nothing alike. They're all
Here we go.
wildly different. Yeah.
Here we go. Ready?
Yep.
Hold on. I'm this color.
She says, I have a lot to say. Holy shit.
Well, we were talking about ratings and why we rated it.
Okay.
But it was, I said, I'm sorry, what? And then all caps, what the fuck is going on? And then I was like blowing up her phone and I was like, Jamie, get back here.
I need to talk to you.
So I will always, that was like, there's so many, I need to like just focus on the book, but there's so many nostalgia points for this book and for Survive the Night.
Yeah.
I promise I don't have any more nostalgia fucking points, but
Survive the Night is so cool in the sense that like it takes away technology. They really had no cell phone. They really had no like, it was all like life before cell phone, and I feel like that makes it a little bit more like, oh my god, what is happening? Because we get a little sense of calm of having the internet and having this way to contact whoever we need at any moment. But she's in this car with this stranger and she finds the license and like the teeth and it's all fucking crazy, and you get this like holy shit kind of thing. That's the thing for Survive the Night for me, is that like it takes away the comfort of like us and cell phones and technology and like gets rid of that, and then kind of like it's like a throwback to like the nostalgia of when we were growing up, and like and also it's kind of like what have I oh my god, I can't fucking talk. What would I have done if I was in college and have done when it's in this situation? So I don't know.
this is gonna be fucking difficult.
It's gonna be tough. All right.
We have one more book.
The last one. Before we get into the last book, currently this is our rankings. We have Survive the Night in A, which people are gonna come at us, but I don't care. B is The Last Time I Lied and Home Before Dark. C is Lock Every Door and The House Across the Lake. And D is Final Girls. So we have one more. Morgan has her hand raised, so go ahead.
With how you're recording everything, are you able to share your screen in Discord or no?
Right now?
Yeah. Is it possible or is that gonna make everything difficult?
It's gonna make everything difficult.
Okay, never mind.
Just because the way I have it recording.
No, that's okay. Just be patient with me because I'm going to ask you 47 times. Hey,
That's
what's in
totally
B
fine.
again?
That's fine.
What's the blah? Okay.
That's okay.
Anyway, so the only one left is his most recent thriller. And, we went and met him. That was a whole fun thing.
Yeah.
I was starstruck and said absolutely nothing. It was a really fun time. We had that trip. We met him. We met Ruth Ware.
We met
fucking
Carrie.
Carrie. Yeah. So Danielle, Lauren, and I drove to Pennsylvania, right?
Yep.
Did this book, whatever. And then, I don't say whatever, the book signing. And then we bought a bunch of books and they talked about their books. I also finished Ruth Ware's book, by the way, just saying. We can talk about that another time.
Wait, but can we also talk about how I didn't buy any Ruth Ware books?
This bitch goes up and she's like, "I'm sorry, Ruth, I don't have any books. I didn't buy any books for you. I'm sorry."
I felt bad. I'm sure she didn't give a shit because she had about 800,000 other people in the line who had books. But
she just made it extra awkward.
Of course, that's who I am. I have to make everything more awkward than it has to be.
I should have just given you one of my books to be like, just have her sign this for Morgan.
Yeah, whatever, it's fine. I mean, but she was super nice about it.
She was, and she probably went home and was like, "That bitch didn't buy any of my books."
Yeah, she's gonna end up pulling a Taylor Adams on me and fucking stabbing me in the middle of the night.
Don't worry, I'll DM her your address.
Oh, perfect. Thank you. No, she was actually very sweet and was very nice. Mm-hmm. They both were. They were so, and the author event of having them talk to each other while they got questions from the audience and they kind of went back and forth with each other was really, really cool. And I will say, I have a story about that fucking bookstore. When the fucking bathroom freaking broke while I was in there.
Danielle clogged the toilet.
I did it. So I ended up going in there and I was having issues because I had grilled cheese. So I get in there and I'm like, uh-oh.
She clogged the toilet?
I didn't because a girl left before me. And
sure she did.
Listen to my story, motherfucker. So this girl left. I get out of the bathroom because I'm trying to fix it. I'm like, listen to the lady waiting. I'm like, listen, don't go in that bathroom. You can't flush it. You literally cannot flush it. And she's like, oh yeah, my daughter just left and told me the same thing. I'm like, that girl could have given me a heads up before I ran in there. But anyway, and then the handicap one, which was the next one, had no toilet paper. So me, being the good Samaritan that I am, so when I had to go in and see my poop particles in the bathroom, I went up to the guy and was like, listen, there's two problems. One's an easy fix, the other one, I'm not sure. So, you either got to put some toilet paper in there and the other toilet doesn't want to flush. All right, see you later.
That poor guy was so upset.
And then I went up and bought another book from him and I said, I'm going to stop bothering you here someday. I'm really sorry.
He was nice, but I think the way he responded, I think he was just stressed because he was like, I'm sorry, I can't do that right now.
But then I was like, well, so the other one doesn't have toilet paper. I mean, literally, yeah, it was really unfortunate, but it would have been even more unfortunate if nothing went unsaid. So yeah, but that was my experience at that. But literally, besides the bathroom, it was such a good day. It was so fun.
We had a lot of fun. We almost died on the way home when I merged around that car.
Oh my god, yeah, I forgot about that.
I think the best part was Carrie's in the back seat. Nobody told me. So I'm driving and I'm looking behind me to merge over. And if I didn't merge over, we would have crashed right into the car in front of me. And nobody told me. Everybody was just kind of holding on and preparing. And afterwards, I was like, oh my God, guys, I'm so sorry. Whatever. And Carrie goes, yeah, I was just preparing to die.
She's so fucking funny. I cannot handle it.
It's you could have fucking told me. I feel like that would have stressed me out even more. I probably would have just slammed on the brakes and would have gotten
then we'd actually died.
But we made it. We didn't die.
Listen, and then defensive driving skills are top tier.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Because I drive in the city of Albany.
Yeah, you have to be defensive there. Holy shit.
Yeah.
But
anyway,
great event. Oh, we will
it was a lot of fun.
Always highly recommend going to an author event. They're so fun. it's so cool to hear them talk about like them through their writing process. The people actually people ask a lot of really cool questions, so they're really cool. And like if you're brave enough, I almost asked a question, but it was the last question, and I put my hand up way too late. But
yeah,
if you can ask a question, do it because it's a really cool experience.
Agreed.
Yeah. So the only one left. We both have read this, obviously. This was what we were going to read for the podcast, which we are, and we can talk a little bit about it.
I gotta be honest with you, I read this book over a month ago.
Also same.
Well, I can tell you that I gave this book a 4. What'd you give this book?
I'm gonna say a 3.5.
Okay. So my review, I'm not gonna read my entire review, but my review says this story may be one of my favorite stories that Riley Sager has written thus far. Because, so here's my reasoning.
Okay.
When we've talked about reading thrillers and how they get repetitive and boring and all the things. Was the plot twist confusing and fucking weird and boring? And I called it literally as we're sitting in the author meet and greet. Yes. Anyway, I would just like that noted. We were literally sitting there, spoiler alert, and he's talking about his story, and I lean over to Danielle and I'm like, oh, so kind of like Verity.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what happened.
You wanna know
by the way. Yep.
Do you want to know what I wrote in my review? I wrote, this is a Walmart Verity.
I think... Well, I did give Verity 5 stars.
I also gave it 5 stars.
Lauren, keep your fucking mouth shut.
Yeah, Lauren, don't even come in here yet.
Because she hated Verity and she hated this book, I think.
I think she said she liked this one more than Verity.
Well, I think she DNF'd or gave Verity 2 stars. Like, she hated Verity. But I think what I loved about it and what I love about thrillers that make me want to read more is when I get anxious. When I'm reading and I'm like, fuck, what's happening next? And I have to keep reading and my heart is racing, whether that's my anxiety or the book, who knows? But like, that's what I felt while reading this book. And it was so twisty and turny and it was out of pocket. I will agree with that.
Was out of pocket.
But I feel like the plot twists were good. But then my next paragraph says, then the ending hit in true Sager fashion and then it lost me.
Yeah.
So I feel like the story was good. And then something that we know about Riley Sager, and we just have to accept it, is he throws in 75 twists at the end, and sometimes it hits and sometimes it doesn't. In this book, it didn't hit because after the fact, I had to literally text Danielle because I was confused about the 2 Rickies, Ricardo and Ricky.
Yeah.
And all the things. So like I was confused. But after you explained it, it made more sense. So I think I was going to give it like a 3 or 3.5. And then I ended up giving it a 4 because after you explained it, I was like, oh, that was smart.
Yeah.
That like if maybe I was paying more attention, I would have caught it. But
there's a lot of characters and the whole name switching thing gets a little confusing. And then there was the ending where, and it kind of was a little fast, which is okay because you really shouldn't really elaborate on it. But the girl, the other nurse, the maid, the maid was the daughter.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
And
what's her name? Jessica or something?
Yeah, it gets revealed right at the end. And I'm like, the fuck?
But then they ran away together. Jessica and Lenora or whoever. Virginia.
See? Yeah, Virginia. Yeah. Yeah, it was good. And again, I was entertained the whole time. I just think it was a little confusing. It was an information.
Your review is so fucking long.
Oh yeah, I had shit to say. I had shit to say.
You thought this one was better. Oh wait. Never mind. I read that wrong.
I thought this was better than House Across the Lake.
I read that you thought House Across the Lake was better than this one. So I just read it wrong. Yeah.
I like this one. The past and present point of view thing's really cool. Like getting, I don't know, it's really good. They're all so good and they're also fucking different. It's like, it is hard to put them in a tier list because they're all so different and like it depends on what your taste is. Truly. So.
Danielle. your review. I'm just gonna read this right now, okay? Spoilers, obviously. So I never saw the reveal of Kit's dad being the killer because I thought he was in his 50s and Virginia was as old as the woman in the wheelchair yelling chocolate in SpongeBob.
I'm
I
funny.
really pictured her to be a crusty old string bean. I have not read your review until right now, if you couldn't tell.
But truly, that's another problem I had with this book is I could not, for the life of me, get everyone's ages right. And I mean, that's the genius of it, right? Because like, that's what's hidden in the mystery is like, okay.
I didn't. I'm sorry. You finish.
Oh,
Sorry.
it was just, that's the part of the mystery is, okay, like you're not really thinking of it. But then when it's all revealed, now you're thinking about it. So
I didn't realize that until reading your review because I think I thought the same thing. And then when we had the flashbacks of the daughter being involved with whoever it was, I think it was the real Ricky, right?
the guy who ends up being a gay, right? Now she's like, what?
No. I'm looking at you because maybe you misspoke, but you literally just said who ends up being a gay.
Who ends up being gay.
Oh, it came out a gay, and
Oh,
I was about
no.
to slap you through the screen.
No, I said gay. Sorry.
Yeah, so who's the painter? Didn't she have a relationship with the painter?
Lenora did, the real Lenora.
Right. So I was under the impression, now that you're mentioning it, that Lenora was like 9 years old and this painter's like 20.
Yeah,
Which,
see? That's what I'm
so
saying.
you're right.
Yeah,
You're right.
the ages the
All
ages
right.
are real weird cuz like when I think of our main character who's
Mhm.
the nurse for Lenora,
Yes.
I
Yep.
pictured her to be in her early 20s.
Right.
So her dad could be in his
To be
50s, 60s. Now, when I
right.
think of Lenora, I'm thinking like 70s, 80s, 90s,
And
because she's
she
in a
was
wheelchair.
right.
So the ages, I'm like, but how did he fall in love with her? It's weird. And then, oh, this thing, I'm like, what the fuck? Why did this happen? So when the house was coming down,
Mhm.
her dad goes back in with the real Lenora.
Virginia. Mm.
Oh
I
yeah,
thought that was
no,
Virginia.
it is Virginia because they
Okay.
switched. So with now I'm fucking confused.
Yeah, the more we talk about it, I understand where you're coming from. I can tell you that I would be fine with this being in. Oh, this one up. I feel like this could be like a C tier. I
Oh,
could be persuaded to D.
all right, let's go D.
Well, you got to persuade me. I just said I would be
Well, you
persuaded.
literally were like, well, did you not just experience the confusion that we all just had? Okay, so, but anyway, what I was saying was, I don't understand why the dad went into the house while Virginia went into the house and died. Because wasn't he in love with Lenora?
I don't remember.
Because wasn't he the real Ricky and wasn't he in love with her? See, this is why I'm so. That's why I think D tier, because it's very confusing.
Let's put it in D tier for now with the understanding that it could be moved.
Yes. So,
Okay.
we have a lot of books to discuss.
Oh, fuck me.
All right. So, right now, your thoughts, without me saying anything, what would you put in S tier? What book do you want in S tier?
I gotta pull them back up. Sorry.
It's okay.
Oh fuck, I gotta go back. I literally just exited out. Why I did that, I have no idea. In S tier.
Which is like the best. Yeah. Like, this is a chef's kiss book, and I will reread it. And I loved it so much.
Home Before Dark or Survive the Night?
All right. I'm down with putting Survive the Night in S tier. But here's a
People
thought.
are gonna come at us.
I know. That's where I'm like, well, I don't think we should put it in S tier because it's not something that other people like. But
Fuck other people.
we are also our own podcast, so fuck what other people. All right, let's put it in S tier because I really love that.
Let's put it in S tier. I know we're gonna get shit for it. It's fine.
You know what? Come after us in the comments. That gives us more interaction and more views. So come after us, baby.
For real though. Okay, so S tier. I don't want to put anything else in S tier. Like, I don't think any other book besides Home Before Dark could go up there. So we're gonna leave that. That one's locked in.
Okay, Survive the Night is officially S tier. We've made that decision. Now,
oh God, we're pissing a lot of people off.
Follow-up.
I can just hear. Hold on. I can just hear people listening and being like, no! Like they're screaming at us right now.
But it's so good. How can you not? Like, it literally has the fear factor. And then the ending's like, gotcha, motherfuckers.
Can I
Didn't
just
see
say,
that coming.
Actually, I'll do this at the end. Okay. Never mind.
Okay. Now, for the A tier. Right now, in B, we have Home Before Dark and The Last Time I Lied. So, I'm going to make my argument for The Last Time I Lied being an A tier.
Okay.
I think that twist at the end where, what's her nuts?
Veronica.
Yep.
No, it's not
Victoria.
Veronica.
You just want everybody.
Vivian. I was right, Vivian.
Why is everybody named V? Anyway.
I have no idea.
Vivian being alive and her killing her friends. Like, I don't know. That was a really good storyline. She had a mission. Her sister died and she had a mission and she's stuck with it and she's been living it her entire life. And we go through this whole story about this girl and it gets revealed through her. I don't know. It's so good. And like, I love that. I thought the reveal at the end, it blew my mind. I was like, what? She's alive?
I feel like we can agree that the next two tiers are going to be either like Home Before Dark and Last Time I Lied.
Yes.
So whatever, that's decided right now because the rest of these I don't think would go up there.
No, definitely not. No shot. Give me your arguments about Home Before Dark.
Okay, so I think Home Before Dark should be there because I loved that this was unique in the way of we got two books in one.
I keep forgetting.
I loved that we were reading, like I said, two books. I loved that it was a better version, essentially, of Haunting of Hill House. Like
that's what it should have been.
I read that book at the same time that I was watching the show, I think. Or like very close between. So I was getting flashbacks of that and I was getting genuinely spooked.
Yeah. I keep forgetting about the book within a book.
Yeah.
That's super creative and I keep forgetting that.
I think the ending, the fact that it wasn't real is what fucked me up because I was like, really? Are you kidding me? But I feel like and so my question, and I'm not asking for an answer, I'm going to have you think about it. If you wanted to introduce somebody to Riley Sager and they wanted a thriller and that's all they specified, would you recommend Home Before Dark or The Last Time I Lied?
Oh, The Last Time I Lied.
I would recommend Home Before Dark.
Oh, that doesn't help. This is where we need like a landline, like a helper, call somebody and be like, all right, what would you do?
Because I feel like if you wanted like the real thriller aspect of it, that's what Home Before Dark has.
Yeah, and then it's got that uniqueness of the book. But the ending, it's the ending, coming back to the ending where the person comes through the trap door or the door. But wasn't there something else? The lady on the stairs
with the pie.
The pie, I don't remember. I wish I had the book in front of me. The pie.
Hold. I'll go get it.
Okay.
I'll go try and find it.
I'll entertain the masses. I'll tell them my I'll tell them my jokes. I don't know what I'm gonna say. So, do you want to hear a joke? What do you call A cow that's a bully. Beef jerky. Ba-dum-sh. I'm here until Morgan quits the podcast.
Saying.
I was telling jokes.
You what?
I said I was telling jokes.
It's probably fucking stupid jokes.
Yeah.
Was it the snailer joke?
No. Do you want to hear it?
Damn. No.
Oh. Okay.
All right. Actually, you might have to tell a joke while I find out what's going on at the end.
I don't have any other ones. I only had one. I really forgot about the book within the book about From Home Before Dark, but I do remember reading that book and I was like, dang, this hit hard. And that was my favorite for a while until I read The Last Time I Lied.
Oh, Marta. That was the old lady.
Marta.
Right fucking here. Marta Carver arrives just before sunset, bearing a shy smile and a cherry pie. Fuck you.
I don't remember the pie. That's such a niche thing to remember.
Okay, hold on.
That's so funny.
So she's the old lady, because I remember that, and you know what? She had a fucking pie.
Why was she there? What was her significance?
Hold on.
I literally
I'm
cannot.
skimming. I'm sorry.
No,
I
you're
can't
totally
find
fine.
there.
The fucking pie. I'm dead.
Oh, so Marta was in her dad's book. So her dad's book is the other book that we're reading.
Right.
And then it says right here.
Well, how did the main character get the book?
I think her dad left it to her because her dad died or something like that at the beginning. And then that's why she goes to this house because it's their house.
Right.
Something like that. And then I think Marta might be like one of the caretakers.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Okay. But she's also related to the family, isn't it?
Yes, I think so.
This just means I need to reread it.
I know, and I'm sorry. I'm not trying to stall. I just want to.
You're totally fine. But that's the
Everybody in
thing. There's another. And again, this is hard because I would reread both of these books.
Mm-hmm.
And it's another hard thing to be is like, okay, these books, like it's tough because Home Before Dark is really good for fall, but then The Last Time I Lied is really good for summer. So you can't even be like, this is an all year round book. You can read this whenever you want. I mean, you technically can, but like they hit harder when you read them in the specific time. My opinion.
Mm-hmm.
So
Dane is a bad. Well, he's one of the guys from. He's one of the guys from the book, I think, or like past life, I mean the past. And he's coming at her right now.
I'm just wondering because remember people who somebody put the snakes in the house to get rid of the person staying there.
Oh, the bodies.
Bodies? Right? I don't remember.
Yeah,
a body.
I thought there were bodies in the house. I think when the snakes came down, bodies came down with it.
Oh.
Or a body. Hold on, I'm trying to freaking.
I'm gonna pull up my review on my phone and see what I wrote. Probably wrote.
Oh my god!
I'm an idiot.
So then okay. I just got goosebumps just reading this part, and I don't even remember what's going on because this person Petra ends up dying, and everybody thought that it was her dad. She thought it was her dad, and then this Dane guy apparently was like in love with Petra. I think this is just what I'm getting from skimming, and she is accusing Dane of doing it, and he's like, "No, I didn't do it. Like you can't tell anybody. He'll just go to jail." And then her mom gives her a note, and it's like from her dad. And the last paragraph here says, "Because it wasn't your father who killed Petra. You did, Maggie. You killed." So like, because Petra was like a child, and Maggie was a child, killed her.
Oh, were they sisters?
Let me see. Doesn't say anything about Petra on the back. I'm sure of it.
I didn't write shit about what happens. Well,
Oh, and then Miss Pennyface was like the ghost, and Miss Pennyface was Marta, the
Oh
lady with the
yeah.
pie.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
All
Okay.
right.
Okay. All right.
And I think she ends up being Petra's mom or grandma, maybe.
So, all right. Let's put Home Before Dark in A for the sense of what's scarier, a
Mhm.
haunted house with a book that literally
Yes.
displays the house's past,
The pie
or
was I'm sorry. The pie was so important because Marta gave it to her and poisoned her. That's why I remembered it.
oh
And now I'm trying to find the like top of the stairs thing.
yeah.
Person who has shoved
Yeah, doesn't
Marta
somebody
to
push somebody down the stairs?
Yeah, okay. It says here she jolts forward as if she's so Marta, the old lady, gets pushed. And then it says the person who shoved Marta to her death. It's not Petra as I thought. It's her mother. Elsa Dittmer stares at me. After 25 years. Okay. So Petra's mother is around. I'm really just trying to
Yeah.
Oh, then and has at the end, she wrote her own book. So essentially 3 books in one.
Oh, all right. Let's put it in A. I'm down.
I'm glad you hear my side.
Yeah. So then you're okay with the last time I lied being in B?
Yep.
All right.
Okay.
Our
Did we have anything in
our
B?
C was last time I lied. We put it in B originally,
Okay.
and it stayed there the whole time. So I guess it feels like that's the correct place for it.
Mm-hmm.
Now our C right now is lock every door in the house across the lake.
Oh, fuck.
We have very different opinions about both of these books.
You liked Lock Every Door better, right?
Yeah,
Obviously.
but that's for niche reasons. And again, like if you think about it, not a lot of people like this one. And
Yeah.
like a lot of this one has a 3 on Goodreads. I can't remember. Let me look.
Lock Every Door has almost a 4. House
Oh,
Across the Lake has 3.5.
we shouldn't.
So I think sorry, you go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I was gonna say I feel like I was definitely in the minority with my rating and liking or not liking of Lock Every Door. And I genuinely wonder how I would rate it now if I reread it. Because I just don't remember what happened in it.
So for House Across the Lake, I agree with you about he did not have any holes with like the paranormal, because that could get really, really iffy. And he did a really good job of keeping it like not confusing and entertaining, and the story wrapped up nicely.
I'm sorry, what tier are we at right now? We're at C?
C. Yeah. We're at
What's
C.
in D?
The only one left in Final Girls.
Fuck.
I will make the argument that Final Girls can either go in E or F.
Okay. So let's work this way. I wonder, hear me out, if we put Final Girls in F solely for the fact that it's such an overdone plot.
That's true. It is really, yeah.
It's so overdone.
And like, yeah. All right. I'm okay with that.
Okay. Got one down.
That was easy.
Well, because I just feel like even if he wrote a good book, I feel like Final Girls is such.
Yeah, everyone's done. This is the last
Everybody's
girl.
done it.
I'm the only one that's survived a massive attack, and this is my life now. Yeah. Okay. I can agree with that.
So we took that one out of which one? I'm sorry.
D.
So what's the other one in D?
The only one left.
Nothing in E?
Nothing in E.
And we have the only one left, Lock Every Door and House Across the Lake left.
Yeah.
Okay, so my personal rating would be I'm just putting it out there. My personal rating would be Lock Every Door at E.
Okay.
Only one left at D. House Across the Lake C.
All right. So I would put House, the only one left in D.
Is that what I said?
I don't remember.
I think that's what I said.
Okay.
Let's do that.
Okay.
We can agree on that. This one's gonna be different.
I know. Personally, I would put House, the only one left, over House Across the Lake. Which one did you like better, House Across the Lake or Only One Left?
So I feel like I'm gonna make the argument that I liked House Across the Lake better than The Only One Left, simply because The Only One Left, I was confused at the end.
Yeah,
I feel like I think The Only One Left should be E because of how confusing that we just had to fucking deal with all that shit.
Okay, I can agree on that. I can agree on that.
This is good, so bad.
All right,
So now we have House
I'm
Across the Lake
okay
and Final
with
Girls.
putting House Across the Lake at C because it's so polarizing. Because it's either one way or another, and that's the one that really is one way or another. And
Yes, that's
it's really done really well because there's no plot holes. People love to talk about it. They either love to hate it, love to love it. Go ahead. Morgan raised her hand.
Just for future reference, when I raise my hand, you can finish your sentence of what you're saying.
No, because there really is just nonsense that comes out of my mouth anyway.
Well, I'm telling you, like, if I'm raising my hand because I have something to say and I don't want to forget it. So
Okay, well, I
moving
think
forward,
you should say it now.
I don't know if I remember what I was gonna say. Oh, I was gonna say, are you saying put House Across the Lake at C to appease me? Because don't do that.
Okay, but like at the same time, yeah, I just really love Lock Every Door because of just how like the cult thing really freaks me out, and like people stealing actual organs from your body and just letting you disappear is nuts.
So, for the sake of, I really feel like we really went into this expecting to fist fight, and we're being very nice to each other.
I know.
Fucking weird.
But it's the same time though, it's like this is helping me like go back into the book and really think about, okay, because you're bringing up really good points. You're bringing up like, okay, yeah, there's no plot holes in House Across the Lake. Yeah, there's a paranormal kind of a weird thing that he did because it's nothing like all the other books he's done. He's never done that before.
Yeah.
So like it's different. It's something polarizing. So it's like it brings up conversation. You talk about it and it's like it was entertaining. So you bring up good points and like I'm not going to disagree with you, but it's a good point.
So I think just for this, because the only reason why the only reason why I'm disagreeing, like that was my rating of how I would rate them, but Goodreads puts Lock Every Door over House Across the Lake.
Yeah.
In ratings. So for the sake of not having this fucking podcast for another 2 hours and us just staring at each other talking about it, I am going to make a sacrifice and say Lock Every Door can be C and House Across the Lake can be D.
All right. So here's what we have currently. S is Survive the Night, and we have that shit locked in.
Locked and loaded.
Locked in. And then A, we have Home Before Dark. B, we have The Last Time I Lied. C, Lock Every Door. D, House Across the Lake. E, The Only One Left. And F, Final Girls. Do you want to make an argument for any of these to change?
No, I feel like we worked through them together.
That's the
nicest we've ever been to each other.
I know, and we didn't even fist fight. What is this, people? People are looking forward to us literally just ending our worlds.
I think we could do this again with other books, like TJR, or Kristen Hanna. If we read like the same Kristen Hanna or all of TJR,
that's in 5 years.
That's gonna be difficult. But anyway, what I wanted to say earlier was I wanted to tell the masses what Goodreads, like their ratings are.
Oh, okay.
So S tier is S tier is the only one left. A tier is Home Before Dark.
Okay.
So we got
We've
that.
got that one. Yeah.
B tier is The Last Time I Lied.
We got that one.
What's next? C tier is Lock Every Door.
Okay, we got that one.
D tier is Final Girls.
We did not get that one.
E tier is House Across the Lake.
Okay.
F tier is Survive the Night.
I'm personally offended.
So many people didn't like that book, and I don't genuinely know. Like, I don't know what the polarizing part was.
The main character's decisions. I think that's she was kind of an idiot, but I think that's what the problem was, because a lot of people who I talked to, I remember having a full-on conversation about, okay, why is she making these decisions? And I also think that people forget that this is in the 90s, and the decisions she's making aren't the same as what we would be making. And I don't know. I loved it. I thought it was so good. Whatever.
That's interesting that we ended up, like, the middle is all correct, and then our tops and our bottoms are, like, basically switched.
Flipped. Yeah. Whatever. I think I'm proud of us.
I'm proud of us too. You know,
high five. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. That was, don't expect that to ever happen ever again.
Bro, that was a good team building experience for us.
That was.
Did you come out of this loving me more now?
No.
Oh, okay. Alrighty. Wiener. Yeah. So come at us in the comments about Survive the Night being
this
A
is
tier.
gonna be
S tier.
You want to, you know what you need to do? You need to take a screenshot so we can post our tier ranking on the pod page.
Oh, okay.
And just people argue. People
just come at us.
Argue in the comments. Oh yeah, that. Wow, that was difficult, but it wasn't as difficult as I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah, I thought we were gonna have a really hard time with House Across the Lake. That's the one that I was like, we're gonna really have a problem with that one. But
and I thought Lock Every Door was gonna be the one that we fought over too.
Yeah. But that one, it's interesting because I don't know, it's just so scary in a sense that it's like, holy shit, like Satanism and demonology and like cults are real. And that's scary. But whatever.
Maybe I'll try and reread it at some point to see if my rating changes.
I thought the audio was really well done. I did audio and physical. I always do that.
See, that might have been a difference.
No, I didn't. I just lied right to your face. I read the physical
fucking bitch.
I read the physical by itself, and I thought it was really, really, really good. But I just like the whole, like, okay, it's breaking the walls between the rich and like poor, and like, why do the rich deserve to have my body? Well, I'm poor, and like, just because I don't have a family and I have one friend doesn't mean I don't deserve to have my body.
Organs?
Yeah, or killed for a rich person to live longer. Yeah.
I feel like if John Mars wrote a book like that, I would read it.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. But based on his thrillers, though, if he went straight thriller, but instead he went sci-fi.
Yes.
Yeah.
His thrillers, F tier. Sci-fi,
damn.
S tier.
Oh, S tier, sorry. But
yeah, come on. A tier.
You know what was F tier? These Arizona alcohols.
Oh yeah, you should put a picture in them in the...
Yeah, the F tier. You know what's really F tier? These.
Yeah, they were not good. I'm gonna dump them down the drain.
Do you have anything you want to add?
I don't think so.
Cool. Well, where can they find you?
On Instagram at bookmorgs, like bookmarks, motherfuckers. BOOKMORGS. No underscores, baby. Where can they find you?
And Instagram at Danielle Reads. DANIALLREADS.
Yes, beautiful.
Yeah. This
has been boozed and
reviewed.
Woo!
Come at us for our rankings.
See you later. See you never.
Probably people are gonna come at us and cancel us.
It's okay.
Bye, guys.